So I'm just going to take it as of. It'll be in April, so. Oh my god, I'm dropping things everywhere. Got actually Eve Brown, I can't speak. A native man who, long ago, I don't understand.
Oh, hello, Papa. Trying to get it right.
Hello guys, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you are new. Today we are doing my March TBR Pursuit. I cannot believe we are going into March already. This is just crazy. So in January I did a YouTubers pick my TBR, which I will leave in the cards. Last month, or well this month, February, where we are now, I did a Booktube TBR, and then we're going to alternate between Booktube and TBR Pursuits throughout the rest of the year. So next month for March is TBR Pursuits. So I want to quickly run through what I've done for, February so far. So we are now currently on the, let me just double check, the 21st. And as of today, I'm partway through Masters of One, which was my chance pick from Booktube. And I still haven't read my adult fantasy pick, which is Elantris. And to say that I'm only sort of 5 or 6 chapters into Master of One, let me just sort out my lighting, because, yeah. Sorry, it was very bright. To say that I'm only 6 chapters into Master of One, the likelihood that I'm going to finish it before the 28th is highly unlikely because I've got work this week. I'm just going to take it as we'll be rolling over Elantris for next month. So, there's that. So I want to quickly go through what book club picks I've got for next month as well, if I remember all of them, because I am crap at keeping track of what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so book club picks. I'm part of the Burn Book Club, which I've checked through the socials and I can't see that they've announced a March one yet, so I don't know what I'll be doing for that. Then we've got Middle Grade Monthly, which I'll be reading Amari and the Night Brothers for. And then we've got Contemporary Book Club, which I will leave a copy of the book here, because I haven't got it yet. And it's Actually Eve Brown for March and April, so that's a bi-monthly book club. So that'll be the March and April one. So if I don't get round to that in March, it's not a big deal, but I'm going to aim to get through it in March. So I think they're the only book clubs. No, mistake. Their March and April book is Lost. So this is like another bi-monthly one, so if I don't get round to it, it'll be in April. So, oh my god, I'm dropping things everywhere. My head's mangled, it's Sunday afternoon and I'm on relaxing wind down mode, so I don't know why I decided to film this today, but here we are. So already the TBR is stacking up, so we're just gonna dive right in and go to roll number 1. Okay, so roll number 1 is a 6, so we can go anywhere. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is horror thriller. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is a YA. Or we could go adult fantasy. Or we could go middle grade. Or sci-fi. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go with a middle grade, and the green pie goes there. And thank you to Jade for helping me with these prompts. So we're gonna a wild card. So I can pick any middle grade I like. Woohoo! So rule number 1 was middle grade and it was a wild card. So what I've decided to do is choose this one. Marrying the Night Brothers for my middle grade wild card. Because it gets me my middle grade monthly booking. But then it also gets me my TBR booking. Because I don't think that I'll be able to get to as many books as I did in February. Simply because I don't have a week off work. So I'm going to try and get through all the books that I've got. Obviously it's quite a pile still. But I'm going to do this for the first one. And then we're going to go into rule number 2. Okay, so rule number 2. We've got 6 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got blue blank or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or horror thriller. Let's go horror thriller. Put the pie in there. Sorry guys, I was about to readjust the thing. So the horror is, what book has a cover you don't like? Okay, so rule number 2 was horror / thriller. I don't really have any horror books, but I do have quite a few thriller books. And it was to pick a cover that you don't like. With thriller books, there are very few books that I just look at and think, man, I don't like that. But I did come across one where I just thought it just doesn't make sense. This might make sense when I read the book, but it's called The Secret. It's by Katherine Diamond. And I just think this is weird. Because the tagline is, everything you think you know is a lie. And it's just got a cupcake with the candle blown out. It's just a bit weird. So I've picked that one because all the other ones are just really plain. So this was the only one that I looked at and just thought, the fuck. So there we go. That's number 2. And then we're going to head over to roll number 3. So roll 3. 1. So we can roll again or go back to middle grade. Shall we roll again? Let's go roll again. 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll again, or 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll again. So we'll just roll again. 1. Sci-fi or adult fantasy? No, YA fantasy, sorry. Let's go YA fantasy. And we've got, can you name a standalone YA fantasy? Oh Jesus. I'm gonna have to have a look at that one. I don't own many books to begin with. Any books that I do that are YA are generally series that I've started to purchase. So to find a standalone one was quite difficult. However, I purchased this. It's called Moon's Prodigy and it's by Tony D. M. Haywood. He is an indie author and he was someone that I used to follow on TikTok, and I used to be in a group with him, like a TikTok group with him, and he advertised this book, and the premise initially seemed like something I would like to delve into. So this, as far as I'm aware, is a standalone. So I'll briefly read the back to you because I highly doubt any of you have ever heard of this before. So I'm really hoping, I don't know why, when it comes to indie authors or authors that are not well known or the books that don't have many reviews, it does worry me going in because I feel like he knows I've got this. We spoke about this when it came out and he knows I purchased it and he's asked me to send me the review when, like, my thoughts once I've read it. And I think any author I do worry about giving negative feedback to, even if it's constructive feedback. But when it's an indie author and it's his first novel, I just feel a bit like I'm hoping he's kind of forgot the conversation we've had about me sending him my thoughts, because if this is bad, I'm not going to be reviewing it. So, there's that. Anyway, it says, in a sleepy town adjacent to the dangerous woods, orphan Joshua Beckett prepares for his 16th birthday party. After a torturous shopping trip with his best friend Charlie, with hopes of finding her address for the event, his big day arrives. Upon waking the next morning, Joshua is baffled at distinct changes he notices throughout the day. His senses of smell and hearing are sensitive, his body is toned, and he revels in a surge of power and anger from within. Experiencing inexplicable dreams, nightmares of chasing prey in the woods nearby, Joshua worries something is wrong with him. He confides in Charlie, who suggests he could be a werewolf. As incredulous as it could seem, Joshua meets an ally, a native man who can provide answers to Joshua's sudden shift in powers. How Joshua adapts to his super abilities remains to be tested when danger invades the town and Joshua's heart is troubled with Charlie's fading affection. So it sounds like there could be some kind of romance in this as well. It had werewolves in it, and it was very interesting to me at the time. So I'm just hoping it's good, but it's quite small. But we'll see. Roll 4 is a 3, so we can either go roll again or middle grade. Let's go back to middle grade. Let's put the pie in there. And what sequel do you need to read? Ooh, I've got a couple for this. This is fun. Yep. What sequel do you like to read? So I've picked Explorers of Black Ice Bridge by Alex Bell. I read Polar Bear Explorers Club for Polathon and I loved it. So I immediately got this one and The Witch of the Explorers on Witch Mountain. I can't speak. I thought we'd try this one as the sequel that I want to read because it's a middle-sized book and middle grade is easy to read, and I flew through the first one of these, so I'm hoping, here's to hoping I'll fly through this one. Yeah, so on to roll number, is it 4? On to roll number 4, let's go. So roll number 5 is 5. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Middle grade again, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, do we go middle grade or middle grade? Let's go middle grade. And then, can you name a book with a pretty illustrated cover? Of course I can on a middle grade. That is going to be easy. Okay, so roll number 5 was another middle grade, which I'm not mad about, because I've started to stack up on middle grades that I want to read. So the fact that they landed my TBR is perfect for me. So I've chosen Me, My Dad and the End of the Rainbow by Benjamin Dean. This came out, I want to say it came out January, February. And I watched the live show that Gavin from How to Train Your Gavin, I'll leave a link down below. If you don't already know who he is, you probably do. I watched his live show with Benjamin and just about how this story came about and all this and everything, and it just made me so much more interested in getting the book. And look at the inside of there. How cool is that? And the illustration is just so cute. So yeah, it's a book that I've recently purchased and it's just so cute. And then finally we're going to go on to roll number 6. And then final roll is a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, roll again. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, middle grade. Let's roll again and see what we get. 3. Blue blank or horror thriller. We've already got a horror thriller, haven't we? So let's go blue blank and see what. Can you name a book from the previous haul? So I'll need to go back and have a look at my last haul and put the final pie piece in there. And we are done for our first ever TBR Pursuit. And this is what my pile looks like. Got a YA, a horror thriller, 3 middle grade and a blue blank. So let's see what the crack is and what books I can find. Okay, so I didn't want to do a full video haul of these books because I've only got 3 books this month. And 2 of them were Waterstone's pre-orders and 1 was sent by the authors. So doing a book haul with 3 books seemed slightly irrelevant. But this book was part of my most recent haul, my previous haul. So this is 7 Wonders by May Gaynor and Charlie Todd. And this is a contemporary, a YA contemporary. And it's about these kids that go on a road trip. So I'm going to read the back to you. All Iris Holloway wants to do is see some of the world and have fun with her friends. She's determined to make as many memories as possible before they go their separate ways in September. Artie, on the other hand, is left reeling after being rejected from his dream university. All he wants is to get out of Brighton and forget the bad feelings he's leaving behind. The 2 are thrown together on a last-minute summer road trip, full of fun, adventure and plenty of distractions from their worries, but with tensions amongst the group running high and confusing new feelings developing between the 2, things start to get complicated. Can they avoid being swept up in the world with emotions that comes with first love and still make the most of their last summer? So I just think this is going to be a cute, heartwarming, potentially slightly dramatic YA contemporary, and thank you to the authors for offering to send me this. It came with a really sweet little note and some stickers as well, so I can't wait. It is a little bit more chunky than I thought it was going to be, but it's like nearly 400 pages. But the way that it's written, if you have a look, there's like massive borders around it, so I'm thinking it might be quite a quick read. I'm really looking forward to it because, yeah, I needed to get it on my TBR anyway because it was gifted to me. So those are my books for the month. Let me just show you what books I will be attempting in March. So these are all the books. And I'm going to put them down because they're really heavy. Oh my god. So, I have no idea what order I'm going to read these in. I'm just looking forward to getting through them all. Any books that I don't get through in March will be rolled over onto my April? Jesus. This year's going so fast. Onto my April Bookopoly TBR. But I'm not gonna, although this is a TBR that I've set myself, I'm not gonna rush through the books to get, just for the sake of getting through them. There are a lot of books there. There are some shorter, some thicker, some that I'm really interested in diving into, so I know will be quick reads, and others not so much. I'm really looking forward to Elantris, but it is a chonker, so odds are that ain't gonna be a quick read. But I'm not gonna push myself too much to get through this. I think what I might do is pick up this first, because this was a review copy that was, this was a copy that was gifted to me for review, so it's only fair that the ones that I've purchased can just wait until last, really. Vloggy Lisa jumping in here with another book to add to my TBR. Truth Witch. Jade has just announced a Truth Witch which lands along, I want to say. So yeah, this is now being added to my TBR as well. So there we go. There's another one. There we are. I am that is me done for my TBR pursuits for the month of March. If you would like to see more of me and you would like to see more of my videos, please like, subscribe, comment, engage in the videos, share to your friends if you like what you see, because it really does help me get out there. It is quite difficult to get your videos out there when there are so many people doing the similar things. I would like to have you as part of my little corner of the YouTubes. But my phone's just gone off. Until next time, be kind, be happy, and stay true to you, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.